Hi all. So today, let us try to understand why during a pandemic we must not attend huge gatherings and crowds. When we are in big crowds, then the chance of spreading of the virus is very high because, as we all know, a virus is spread through aerosols or tiny water droplets which contain the virus. Now, if we are in big gatherings, the chance of the spread of the virus in the form of aerosols is very high, and therefore we must not attend such big gatherings. Another reason is that in big gatherings, the opportunity to maintain a minimum 6 feet distancing is very low and is very less, and therefore the chance of spreading of the virus is very high and is very likely. Therefore, we must not attend such huge crowds and even encourage others not to attend these crowds. And if we are successful in doing so, then we can stop the spread of the virus at a very large scale, and this way we can contribute to the lowering of cases not only in India but globally. Thank you.
Respiratory hygiene. The following measures to contain respiratory secretions are recommended for all individuals with signs and symptoms of a respiratory infection. Cover your mouth and nose with a tissue when coughing or sneezing. Use in the nearest waste container to dispose of your tissue after use. Perform hand hygiene, that is, hand washing with non antimicrobial soap and water, alcohol based hand rub, or antiseptic hand wash after having contact with respiratory secretions and contaminated objects or materials. Healthcare facilities should ensure the availability of materials for adhering to respiratory hygiene in waiting areas of patients and visitors. Provide tissue and non touch containers for used tissue disposal. Provide accessibly located dispensers of alcohol based hand rub where sinks are available. Ensure the supplies of hand washing, that is, soap disposal towels, are consequently available.
Hi everyone. Today I am going to talk about the importance of wearing a mask in the COVID-19 pandemic. How should I properly wear a mask during COVID-19? Here are the basic steps of how to wear a mask. Step 1. Clean your hands before you put your mask on, as well as before and after you take it off, and after you touch it at any time. Step 2. Make sure it covers both your nose, mouth, and chin. Step 3. When you take off a mask, store it in a clean plastic bag and every day either wash if it is a fabric mask or dispose of a medical mask in the trash bin. Step 4. Don't use masks with valves. When should masks be worn by the general public during the COVID 19 pandemic? In areas where the virus is circulating, masks should be worn when you are in crowded settings where you can't be at least 1 meter from others, and in rooms with poor and unknown ventilation. It is not always easy to determine the quality of ventilation, which depends on the rate of the air change, recirculation, and outdoor fresh air. So, if you have any doubts, it's safer to simply wear a mask. How to correctly dispose of face masks? Step 1. Remove the mask by using appropriate technique, that is, do not touch the front but remove the lace from behind. Step 2. After removal or whenever you are unintentionally touch a mask, a mask, clean hands by using an alcohol based rub or, or soap and water if visibly spoiled. Step 3. Replace masks with a new clean dry mask as soon as they become or humid. Step 4. Do not reuse single use masks. Step 5. And the final step, discard single use masks after each use and dispose of them immediately upon removal.
Hello everyone, my name is Amira and I'm going to talk about why we should not shake hands and share personal items. So, before this COVID 19 disease, when people used to go outside to meet up with someone or meet their friends, they usually shake hands or hug each other. But now we have stopped doing these things ever since COVID came. When you shake hands with someone, the germs which they contain can come to you and you may fall ill. Same thing happens when you share your personal items. You can end up with a cold, a skin infection, or any number of nasty things if you share personal stuff. Our fingers and hands can be vehicles for germs to hitch a ride from one place to the next. So, by not sharing and shaking your hands with someone, you are helping protect yourselves and others from COVID 19. Thank you and stay safe.